Hey, who's ready for a picky eater challenge? Welcome to the Picky Eater channel. I'm Tony, and I am the Picky Eater. Yeah, I'm a grown man that eats like a 3-year-old. I readily admit it. This channel is a labor of love for me. It's a little bit, well, it exposes me because it's weird. Most people aren't as picky as I am. No onions, no tomatoes, no peppers, no mushrooms, pretty much no veggies, although I have learned to like some broccoli lately. I like peas, lima beans, and the stuff that most people don't like is what I like, so that's odd enough. But since I've started this channel, I've also told people, go ahead and challenge me if you want to challenge me to eat something that I haven't eaten before, because if I have eaten it and I don't like it, I just don't like it. You're not going to challenge me to eat onions because I ain't going to do it. I do like some Funyuns and things like that. But one of the challenges that I received in the beginning, and I've never done it, maybe a little bit out of fear, is the Scrapple challenge. Yeah, I've been challenged to eat Scrapple a few times here on the channel. And if you're unfamiliar with Scrapple, I thought it was a southern thing. Apparently it's not. It's a northern thing from Pennsylvania, I think it is, like a Pennsylvania Dutch type of thing. But Scrapple, man, it kind of looks good when it's served. It looks a little bit like sausage or something. My friend Lyle is a big fan of the Scrapple and eats it all the time. And I've seen it and I thought, man, I could eat that. But what is Scrapple exactly? According to Wikipedia, Scrapple, also known by the Pennsylvania Dutch name panhaas or pan rabbit, is traditionally a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour, often buckwheat flour, and spices. The mush is turned into a semi-solid congealed, and the slices of Scrapple are then pan-fried before servings. The scraps of meat left over from butchering, not used or sold elsewhere, were made into Scrapple to avoid waste. Composition of Scrapple, typically made of hog offal, such as head, heart, liver, and other trimmings. And are boiled with any bones attached, often the entire head, to make a broth. Once cooked, bones and fat are removed, the meat is reserved, and dry cornmeal is boiled in the broth to make a mush. The meat, finely minced, is returned to the pot and seasonings, typically sage, thyme, savory, black pepper, and others are added. The mush is formed into loaves and allowed to cool thoroughly until set. The proportions and seasoning are very much a matter of region and the cook's taste. It's gray matter is what it is. It looks like brains or something in there. Yeah, I'm not into that. But I purposefully did not look at the ingredients before I actually took the Scrapple challenge. You can buy it by the brick or whatever. I've seen it and I'm like, that gray stuff? No way. But I'm not one to completely turn down a challenge, so yep, we went to Grits Grill recently. It's right here in the Outer Banks. Man, all the southern foods are there and stuff, and I tried the Scrapple. What do you think? Did I like it? Well, let's go find out. So you don't think that I'm gonna like it? You don't like it?
You will. You pretend like it's Spam.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Yeah. Or I'm thinking of it more like hash. That it would be more like hash.
It'll be crispy.
It's a little square.
Right.
Square. It'll be very crispy.
Soft.
Then mash it down. Put some syrup on it.
Some syrup
and or ketchup.
And you're not gonna eat it.
No.
And you're not gonna eat it.
I've tried it in my lifetime. I do not want to eat it.
All right. So the reason why
I've had a lot of it. I'm just not that fond of it. I will eat it, but I'll eat something else.
But you don't love it.
So wait a minute. I thought he's not even fond of it. Okay, now wait.
Well, my brother loves it. Wow.
See, but
It depends on how much you ate it as a kid growing up.
Back a load of
I really can't trust Lyle though, because Lyle's a garbage disposal. He'll eat anything. This guy.
Good stuff.
Pretty much.
Good stuff.
All right, so the reason why I'm getting it here is because I want to make sure that I understand how it's supposed to be made if I'm going to make this on the Blackstone. We'll see after this if I even try to make it on the Blackstone. But I've been threatening to eat this for a long time, so I think this is probably the best way to do it, right?
That's what life is all about. You got to have a little courage and try something different.
Is that what life is all about? All right.
Yeah. First time for everything.
Get one of those no drinks, no glory shirts. I think.
It should say no Scrapple, no glory.
Yeah.
Things are going pretty good so far. At the table are my friend Kevin, my friend Lyle, Lyle's dad, Carlisle, and my wife, Carrie. So Carrie's going to be using the camera in part of this stuff, and well, you'll see when it gets to that. But we started talking about some of the other stuff that we ate when we were growing up, some other delicacies, definitely some southern delicacies, because the Outer Banks of North Carolina is definitely a southern place. And we started talking about some things that almost made me want to throw up just talking about them, starting with pigtails. What, just little pigtails?
Yeah.
Were they fried?
No, they just boiled them in a pot like with the collards or with whatever, you know.
Just bloop, right there on the table.
Fat back in there, they put all that on the table, you know.
Fat back, I get.
It's good. If you cook it right, that stuff is good. And you can pick it right up after you cook it cold and eat it. It's good.
Chitlins I never could get past the smell.
Now, what chitlins are like the intestines, right?
I don't want no chili.
That's no good.
Well, here we're all sitting here going, ew, but we're probably about to eat all that in the Scrapple. Now, of course, there's also good Southern food for breakfast, and that's what we got here. Grits Grill, man, if you ever end up on the Outer Banks of North Carolina for a beach vacation or whatever, and you want to have a great breakfast, that is a great place to go. No endorsement, no payment by that. Maybe I'll get a free breakfast next time, but no, they have wonderful, wonderful breakfast food, and well, they also have lunch and stuff. They open at 6 a.m. I think it's the earliest opening breakfast location, well, currently on the Outer Banks, partly because of the pandemic. So let's take a look and see what everybody ordered at the table.
It's a monster of a biscuit.
That is a big, big biscuit right there, man. All right, so you got
Thank you, Miss Carrie.
you got hash and eggs, right? Carlisle over there with some pancakes and got some grits though. That's what's important right there, right?
Grits is
Well,
important.
it is Grits Grill, and you got
You know,
That's what they named it for, man.
I would have had with
Any butter
a
to those, they already got them in them.
bacon and cheese omelet, but the Scrapple is not here yet. We'll get that shortly. So now that I've had a couple of bites of a very good omelet, the Scrapple arrives.
Southern thing.
I know.
Wait a second.
Our folks,
What did you
and
put
grandparents
out there, Love?
Yeah.
syrup and ketchup, man.
Yeah.
Scrapple's fantastic.
Okay, well this is what the Scrapple looks like. And that's prepared correctly.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Nice and crispy.
See, he's loving that. He's doing a dance. Okay, well, if it's gonna be that good, then I don't know. Let's see here. First thing we're gonna do. See, now if I don't like this, Lyle's gonna inherit another plate of Scrapple.
Syrup on there, man. You're good to go.
See, now that look, if I were to cook this on the Blackstone, you know me, I cook everything completely cooked, but that would be just a big crispy patty.
No.
No?
Crispy on the outside and the inside. It's like that right
Like
there.
light and fluffy. You know,
I'm gonna
it's
tell you right now, I don't think I'm gonna like that, but we're gonna try it.
You ain't
Tony's
done it.
first taste of Scrapple.
Ay. Okay. Look at that.
It's like sausage, man.
It does look like sausage.
Think of it as that right there.
Yeah, sausage.
Yeah, it looks like that. All right.
See, you survived. You didn't die.
Wow, looks like you guys need to play the Scrabble. He's gonna throw.
Whoa, wait. I think that deserves a replay. Now, of course, the camera work is a little shaky and my wife is laughing, so it's hard for her to keep everything focused. But notice the gag reflexes kick in as I take that bite. I was this close to just puking all over that table.
Wow, looks like you guys need to play the Scrabble. He's gonna.
All right, I'm not going to throw up.
Don't eat anymore.
It's a different taste, ain't it?
Just a little getting you.
It's really not so much the taste as the texture. Okay,
So this is the extent of our Scrabble episode.
I think that's pretty much going to be it. I was going to put this on it and all that. Oh, wait, here's a little crispy piece here on the side.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's very crispy. I'm going to do this. Lyle's going to inherit this, but first,
Okay.
just going to put a little bit of this here.
I'm not gonna hate.
Although, yeah, I'm done. I could handle the crispiness of that one, but there's no way. I'm not a Scrapple guy. It's just how it is. I think I just ate intestines and bones and I don't know what else. But luckily, I've got this right here, which is just plain old cheese and bacon That's my speed right there. Sorry, no Scrapple other than this. That's it. No more Scrapple. I gave it a shot. Well, I think that says it all. And Scrapple is definitely off my menu. It's on my list for no. I have a big list of no. Now, before you say it's all in your head or whatever, look, you know how it is. You probably have some foods that you absolutely know. That's just, you're not going to eat. I just have more of them. And trust me, if I could, I would love to like everything, because I would love to go to any restaurant and order anything off the menu and be like, God, this is good. It's just sadly not my lot in life. Well, if you have a picky eater challenge, feel free to drop it down there in the comments. I can't honor all of them because some of them are like, it's already on my no list. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and put those down there if you've got a challenge, a picky eater challenge. Or let me know if you have some weird food combinations, because being a picky eater, you have to kind of take the foods you do like and combine them in order to make new things and new tastes, because you run out of stuff because the list is long of the no's. So I have some pretty weird food combos. Maybe I'll do some videos on that. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions are always very important to a channel like this, especially because it's growing. So please hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that red subscribe button. There's also a notification bell down there to let you know if I've uploaded new videos. The Picky Eater channel is also on Facebook and Instagram. So if you would like to go follow those, please feel free to do that. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Picky Eater channel.